Welcome to Game Night tonight for this unboxing of King of Tokyo. This is a very popular game, 10 years of Smash, more than 1 million boxes sold worldwide. So this game is very well known. A lot of people have seen it. Maybe you yourself has seen it, but you've been like, oh, I don't know what I want to do if I want to get this thing to try it out or add it to my collection, whatever it is. Dang it, this sticker got stuck on there. Okay. But this game is actually really, really fun. So as you can see, I mean, you're going to be one of these huge monsters that is going to be coming into Tokyo, trying to take it over. They have a King of New York version as well. But here in this one, we have the rule book, of course, telling you exactly what you're going to be doing, which monsters. You're going to have the dice. You get different tokens to be able to get into the spots to be the ultimate conqueror of Tokyo. So it tells you everything that you need to know, more games that you can have, but they get King of Tokyo, King of New York as well, like I was saying. But you have your play board here. You got Tokyo Bay and then the actual Tokyo City where you want to be, because this is the winning side right there. Just one-sided board. It's pretty simple as far as the board goes, but you are trying to score the most points because the longer you can stay in Tokyo City, the more you actually destroy it, which gets you the most points to ultimately win. So you got all these different tokens, the punch-out tokens. Yep, same artwork on front and back there. Then you got these individual player cards, so you have the spinners here on the side that'll count down your victory points and then your life overall, because if you get taken out, you will die eventually. So you always got to watch yourself there. But you got the King, you got Mecha Dragon, you got same thing, you got all of the spinners and everything, tracking your victory points and your hearts. You got Cyber Kitty. You got the Space Penguin. Oh, yeah. Then you got Gigazaur. So he's pretty beastly, pretty awesome. Alienoid there. But these are just your player cards to track your progress in the game. And then we got the individual cards that coincide with each of those guys. So their artwork right there, front and back. These are the ones that you actually play on the board itself. So you're going to put them in. Yep, here they are. Sure enough, you got your... Man, should I just skip the opening? Okay, there we go. So the different plastic, oh, it says yellow on there, so that's the brand of the game. You got the little stands to hold you up, hold your character tokens up, which you will need to be able to move from the Bay of Tokyo into Tokyo City. But then you got all these dice. Each dice has different things. You got 1 through 3, you got a heart, you got a claw, and you got a zappy. So 1 through 3, heart, zappy, and claw. On each of these ones, it looks like the exact same thing here, but these two, I can't remember. It's been a while since I played the game, but the two different colored ones do different things from the actual dark ones. Then you got the tokens here. These are just like a solid plastic cube token. So if you've ever played Pandemic or anything like that, it's kind of the same feel. Just a plastic little cube. Tons of those. I can't remember exactly what those do. I don't know if it's like different attack points or something that you're going to be doing to each other or whatever. But then we've got this deck of cards, which will help you through the game to maintain your status as King of Tokyo as the others are trying to pull you down from your throne. So I'm going to be going through these quick. If you want to stop the video at any point in time to see what all is in here, we've got the 3 zappies. You can discard 1. You discard this and you get a star or whatever. You get 2 stars, but you have to have enough zaps and everything in your roll to be able to do it. So that's kind of like purchase power right there, but you have to discard them, and then you get plus your victory points, because once you hit so many victory points, I think it's like 15 or 16, something like that, you will win the game. But each of these are different ways that you can get more hearts, more points, but they help you throughout the game. They're just going to be pretty expensive based on what you have. I don't remember how many you have in a hand at a time, but you're going to have multiple cards in your hand, and then you have to choose based on what you roll to actually get these cards out into play to help you. So a lot of these will, like, you get to take extra turns, you get more victory points, you get extra health, things like that. But all of these will always help you in your rolls to knock out the other player out of the Tokyo City, so that you can hopefully start your reign in Tokyo City itself. So it's pretty fun. It's a 2 to 6 player game, 8 years and older. You got 30 minutes or so to play it. So it can go pretty quick. It just depends on how well you're able to maintain your monster, your beast in the Tokyo City itself. So you got all these different cards. They're going to be super helpful in getting those victory points in helping you to knock out the other players so that you can actually get the victory points yourself by staying in Tokyo City itself. But all these are really fun. There are a lot of different expansions for the King of Tokyo. Like I said, they're the King of New York, things like that. But they've just added more because it is a lot of fun playing this game. It's very fast paced. You don't see half of these cards usually in one game. So you have to play multiple games to actually get through all these cards. But getting a different combination of them will always inevitably help you to win the game overall. So it's kind of fun. The artwork is really goofy and fun and like just monsters and all sorts of things happening. And, you know, you got this guy, little chef guy, but I love the artwork. I love the game. If you have not played it or have not ever seen it, I will highly recommend it. It is a favorite of mine that I've played, so I'm glad that we finally picked it up. Excited to play that. I'm excited to see what the other expansions have as well, but these ones, there's just so much. Like, I've only played this a handful of times, and I still haven't seen half of these cards. So it really depends on like how you play, if you're able to get the cards, if you have the cards to actually knock the other people out, that kind of thing. But it is a battle of how long can you stand. It's kind of like a King of the Hill. How long can you stand in the center of Tokyo to get the most victory points? And once you do, you actually can win the game. You get enough victory points to beat out the rest of the monsters. But like I said, there's the tokens, you got the individual player cards to track your progress, track your life, that kind of thing. You got the different stands there. You got the punch-out tokens that will probably go in here is my guess. And then you got the player board. Like I said, you want to get in Tokyo City and maintain as much as you can in there. And then right there's for the 5 to 6 player because you can actually have two people in at the time. But Tokyo City is where you're usually at. The Tokyo Bay is if you have multiple players, 5 to 6 players. But it's a really fun game. It's great because it is up to 6 players, which not a lot of games are, but it is a quick game, fast, up to 6 players, pretty easy to understand. So it says 8 and up. So as long as you can kind of read what's going on the card or be able to explain it to a kid, it's a pretty easy game to pick up, but it is a lot of fun. So there you have it for this unboxing of King of Tokyo. Again, I can't recommend this enough. I love this game. It's really quick, really easy, really simple, but a lot of fun. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully this will become your next game that you pick up. But don't forget to subscribe down below, and we will catch you on the next unboxing, game playthrough, how-tos, what have you. But we will catch you next time on Game Night Tonight.